The Ace of Spades claps absolute ass cheeks in both PvE and PvP in Destiny 2, and that's why you should get your hands on it before it's gone. With Beyond Light on the horizon, Bungie's implementing a system known as the Destiny Content Vault, and I'm sure you've all heard of it by now. It's basically a system where Bungie's taking a lot of the older content in the game, pushing it there so that they can then make room for newer content that's up and coming. The Ace of Spades is directly affected by the Destiny Content Vault, as one of its key missions takes place on Titan, and that destination is going bye-bye. So in today's video, we're going to be going over how to get the Ace of Spades before the exotic questline gets vaulted, and a probably more annoying way arises sometime after Beyond Light launches. Now, to start the quest on getting this weapon, you have to run the first mission of Forsaken. This is a Forsaken exotic, so make sure that you have the DLC, and you have to run the first mission, which is going to be at the bottom of the Tangled Shore, called Last Call. This mission's pretty straightforward, just run through the entire thing and you'll be good to go to getting this quest started. You can then go to the tower and talk to Banshee, and he's going to give you a quest called Cade's Will, which says reclaim Cade's gun, the Ace of Spades, from Uldren Sov. Basically how you do this is you have to do the entire Forsaken campaign, and I even reran through the campaign on a second character just to make sure that this was the case, and yeah, it is. The entire campaign is pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go through a tutorial of each mission, but it basically involves you going from area to area, killing these specific bosses that have pretty easy mechanics, so just run through the entire campaign and you will complete this quest step. At the end of the campaign, of course, you're going to have a cutscene of you picking up the Ace of Spades, and by the end of it, it'll tell you to return to Banshee 44, to which case he will give you the next part of the quest, which is getting kills in Gambit matches. Yes, of course, Gambit with hand cannons. So the basic loadout that I use for this and for all of the upcoming steps is I ended up using a Dire Promise as my kinetic and the Ariana's Vow as my energy exotic. Because the Ariana's Vow takes special ammo and it's also a hand cannon, this allows me to be able to deal a lot of damage with a hand cannon like weapon and still have it count towards the progress. For me personally, it only took me like 3 Gambit matches. It's nothing too crazy, so just hop into Gambit Prime, maybe grab your weekly bounty so you get some bright dust while you're doing it as well, and just go ahead and knock it out of the way. Now, the next step after this part is going to ask you to get 250 enemy kills and strikes with a hand cannon. So I pretty much used the exact same loadout, and it took me about 2 to 3 strikes to get this done. Again, not all that bad. Now, after this, you pretty much get to the most annoying part of the quest, and honestly, that's not really too bad because it's pretty straightforward, but you have to go to the Crucible and get 25 precision kills with a hand cannon. Now, I do say that this is the most annoying part because we all know how Crucible can be. At the end of the day though, just rock a Dire Promise, rock Ariana's Vow, or just any hand cannon that you have, and you'll get this done in about 2 to 3 games if you're good, and about 4 to 5 games if you play like me. So once you get that part done and out of the way, that's pretty much the most annoying part. You're gonna then be met with finding caches on Io, Nessus, the Tangled Shore, and the EDZ. These are gonna be Cade's personal caches. It's not really gonna tell you where these are, so that's where I come in. For Io, all you gotta do is load into the Giant Scar and then follow the exact area that I go to. It's pretty straightforward, so just follow the exact path that I take and you will find Io's cache. Oh god, not this again. After you get the Io's cache, you are then going to be heading on over to Nessus and going to the Exodus Black landing zone. Once you spawn in, make sure that you follow the right side of this area until you find yourself into a cave, and just delve deeper into this cave, and then you will then eventually find Cade's stash behind a little bit of cover off to the end of the room. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of slowly float across your screen. I don't know what's going on. What the hell? Next up, you're then gonna go to the Tangled Shore, and then you are gonna go to the Thieves landing zone, and just basically stick to the left side until you go into this little pocket in the wall, which is the same entrance to a different strike that you can find in the Vanguard Strike playlist. Just follow the path that I take. You would then find yourself on over to the cache. And then here I go again, just flying all over the screen. Okay. And here I am. Okay, so after you get done with that, go on over to the EDZ and go to the Sunken Isles landing zone. Just follow the exact same path that you see me take here. We're gonna go inside of a Cabal base, and then we're gonna find the cache right inside of it. And here I go again. Making my way back onto the screen, here we are. So now that you have gotten all of your caches on Nessus, Io, Tangled Shore, EDZ, you're then going to be asked to do the Ace in the Hole mission, and this is going to be your final step for this questline. It's basically going to involve you doing a mission on Titan and opening a series of caches which basically are Cade's will to a bunch of different people across the Destiny universe. Now, this mission specifically, I'm going to be showing you guys gameplay of where all these caches are. There aren't going to be any enemies, by the way. I went ahead and killed them all to kind of make this as easy and straightforward as possible to show you these locations. But one thing to keep in mind with this mission is that sometimes this mission will glitch out on you if you are not careful. Sometimes I've had it to where I make it to the final 10th cache at the end of the mission and I open it and then no dialogue ends up playing. The best way to kind of get around this is make sure that you open up a cache, wait for Cade to completely stop talking, and then open the next one. I've done it without actually doing this and not having the mission glitch out on me, but it's something that's happened to me twice now, including in the gameplay in the background you're gonna see. So do keep in mind that you might want to take this mission slow and open these caches one by one. Just listen to Cade's dialogue and then open the next one after he's done, just to guarantee that you don't have to be in this mission longer than you would normally have to be. But this mission is basically just go around, open up these caches, kill the enemies, and then drive your way all the way on back, and then you're pretty much done. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the rest of these caches, and then I'm gonna meet up with you for the end of the video. Peekaboo, how are you? So now you probably do have your hands on the Ace of Spades, and you're probably wondering, what about the catalyst? Now, to my knowledge, this catalyst drops pretty much randomly. The way that I got it is that I equipped the Ace of Spades, took it on a test run via a strike, and I got it the first strike that I ran. So maybe just equip the weapon, use it in a strike, or use it in Crucible, and it's a guaranteed drop. If it's not, then it might be completely random, and I personally got really lucky. The catalyst for this weapon, once you do actually get it to drop, is going to say that it's going to make Firefly deal more damage while Memento Mori is active, which of course is the intrinsic trait. So it basically allows your explosions to deal more damage overall, alongside the extra damaging bullets that you get. So it's a pretty cool catalyst. The way that you charge it is basically get like 500 kills, and you can easily do that at a Shuro Chi checkpoint, or you can go to the Whisper, or you can just use the weapon and, you know, like I did, and just basically get progress over time. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward catalyst. It's not really something special that you have to do to get it. Just kind of use the weapon and play Vanguard, and you'll probably get it your first drop. Hopefully it's not too RNG gated. But guys, that's pretty much it for this video. That is the Ace of Spades, everything you need to know about it, how you get your hands on it, how you get your hands on the catalyst and charge it, and everything in between. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Recently, I've been making a lot of guides on really like raid style useful weapons like Whisper of the Worm and Xenophage and Izanagi for stuff like GMs. But today's video, I wanted to take a look at the Ace of Spades because it's personally one of my most favorite weapons in the game, and I figured I'd help you guys get your hands on it if you're a newer player. But guys, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if this guide was of help to you. I would greatly appreciate the info. But guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you all next time.